Some of you are probably going to argue with me on this one, but I want to play a little bit of semantics. As we know in education, every so many years, we hear new terms, new terminology, and activities and strategies that they want us to use, but really they're just renaming something we've already done. However, there is one I can get on board with. The question of the day is, do you do group work in your class or do you have collaborative learning taking place in your class? After reflecting on what I did in my classroom with group work, and then when I stepped out of the classroom and became an instructional coach and did things with collaborative learning activities, I saw a huge difference in how students did the work. Could these words be interchangeable? Absolutely. The biggest thing about group work that I always didn't like is that the kids would immediately divide and conquer. The kids who didn't want to participate were basically able to not participate. And that divide and conquer is the first one in this list from a Faculty Focus article. Free riders, minimal interaction, especially if they're delegating tasks, and then emphasis on the product only. And yes, absolutely, because they're delegating tasks, all they care about is the finished product. They're not actually going through the process of learning together. With collaborative learning, there's a lot more accountability at play here, and the kids kind of have to do it together, and the emphasis is more on process. And then when they leave, there's individual competencies that they have to basically pass. I'll give you two strategies that I like for collaborative learning. One of my favorites is hexagonal thinking. I've posted about this in the past, but if you haven't seen it before, it is so good and the kids do such a great job with it. Here's a digital template of what that looks like. And then when it's all said and done, the individual, not the group that collaborated, has to make those 5 connections themselves. That's that individual competency that they have to prove that they learned. Another one I really like, and I know we've all heard this, is think, pair, share, but I do it a little differently. I like think, pair, share, split. So they do the normal think, pair, share. After they share, they then split apart and go find another partner from another think, pair, share group, and then they create like a Venn diagram. What were the things that were alike that we thought about the same, and what were some of the things that were different? And what I love about that is it gives the teacher a quick snapshot of what students did or did not understand. Each partner in that pair is accountable for the learning or the conversation that happened so that they can go share with that new partner. Those were 2 quick examples, just my little take on group work versus collaborative learning. What I would really love is that in the comments that you guys share what collaborative learning strategies you use to make sure that the kids are actually collaboratively learning. And the emphasis is on process, not so much the product.